Thank you for taking time out with PSOA. Sean Johnston here, bringing you 2025-2026 training tape number 4. Today's topics, we will cover the rule hand check. We need to be consistent from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, night in and night out as a staff of officials in the state of Nebraska. And then the second topic, coaches meeting, consistency, when we're doing it, where we're doing it, and what must be said. Let's first start with hand check. Rule 10, 7, 12. There's 4 categories of hand check. Placing 2 hands on the ball handler slash dribbler. Automatic foul. Placing an extended armbar on a ball handler dribbler. Automatic foul. Placing and keeping a hand on a ball handler. Automatic foul. And the fourth one, contacting the player more than once with the same hand or alternating hands. Automatic foul. Now let's take a look at a couple plays showing these illegal common foul hand checks. We're going to have one hand alternating hands on and off. You see the dribbler get frustrated and slapping the hand. This is an example of hand check, and it must be called automatically or it will lead to unsporting behavior. So one hand continuously on and or putting the hand back on the dribbler. Good job of calling the hand check, preventing unsporting behavior. This next one is going to be hands on, extended forearm on the dribbler. We have that extension of that forearm and the hands and arms on the dribbler. Illegal hand check. This one, once again, hands, 2 hands on the dribbler. Illegal hand check, automatic foul. Extension of an armbar, that's legal. And now he is leaning slash extending that armbar. This is where we can talk early, hands, arm, and have them show us as officials that they are not making contact. Hands on the ball handler dribbler, affecting normal basketball movement. Hand check. Using hand or arms on the ball handler dribbler. Hand check, extended armbar. Another one, defender putting 2 hands on the dribbler. Automatic foul, hand check. These are the type of fouls that must be called early in the game so we don't have unsporting behavior later in the game. Some tips while calling, communicating, and preventing hand checks in a game. Number 1, when you see a potential foul, use your voice to prevent a foul. So that one hand on, if we as officials say hands, and they take the hands off like a hot stove, no foul. We prevented that one hand or hands continuously on. Second, what we as officials allow, players will do. We want to get hand checks out of the game in the first quarter. Don't talk to them first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. It's now going to be a habit. Call the first hand check. Let the teams know they cannot play defense forward with hands or extended armbar. Hand checks are not an advantage-disadvantage threshold. They are automatic fouls when done. And last, let the players and coaches know which category they performed for that hand check. Tell the story when reporting. White, 23, 2 hands on the dribbler. Blue, 13, extended armbar. Red, 10, 1 hand continuously on. Let the coaches know what they could tell their players, what they could do differently. The second topic of today's training tape is coaches meeting. have a routine. All right, we are looking for consistency throughout the state of Nebraska. We might not say the same words, it might not be exactly at the same time, but we must have a head coaches, captains, and officials meeting before the game. In your pregame, referees, let your crew know when you will get the coaches. Myself, I do it at 13:13. Once the referee gets the head coaches together, then the other two officials get the team's captain, have everybody meet table side. We'll talk about why table side here in a second. Checklist, referee with head coaches. Ask the coaches, are all players legally equipped? That way, if you do have them change undergarments right before tip, you gave the coach the opportunity and they said yes, they were legally equipped. If you find somebody illegally equipped warming up, give the coach the information so they could correct it before the starting lineups. Communicate the coaches what markings mark the coach's box, 28-foot line all the way to the baseline. Remind coaches that coaches can ask questions to officials. Just wait until the calling official is near them. We will be able to give our judgment of what we saw and what we called and did not call. Ask the coaches to double check the book. All players entered, starters entered, numbers correct, and JV quarters marked properly. And then wish them good luck. So why table side? Once that is all done with the head coaches, now the referee turns around and they are talking to the captains right there. Coaches are right by the table to check the book. Everybody is right there in the spot where we need everybody to be. All three officials talk to the captains, get the captain's numbers, get the speaking captain, and this is sort of that personality. You got to find words to get their attention so they trust you and build rapport. Don't tell them what they can and can't do. Just have them white to white, black to black. Captains, if you have issues, come to us. Let us prevent instead of you dealing with it. Have that routine, have that communication skill to open lines of communication with the captains. That does conclude training tape number 4. Officials, if you have plays regarding block charge, please send me the game and quarter and time. We'll take a look at it. That will be our topic for training tape number 5, block charge. Coaches, if you could share game film with NHSOA Huddle, we would like to start using high school film via Huddle film shared with the NHSOA group. Thank you for taking time out with PSOA. Officials, remember, you're only as good as your last call.